But yeah, I started with about 185 pounds.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'6", so it was about a size 12, I think.
Okay.
10, yeah, a size 12, wanting to be a size 10 because I had a lot of my suits and I didn't want to spend any more money on my Calvin Klein suit. I wanted to fit into the damn tens.
Yeah.
I thought, you've got to do that. And that was another motivation for me. But I had always trouble with constipation. Stomach always felt kind of hard.
Yeah.
And now I realized it was sugar, it was inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cleaner I got in my body, the weight just started coming off. And now I have that, oh no, I still have to go to the tailor, but now I'm at least like a 7. I should.
Wow. Are you kidding? Right. Welcome. This is Dr. C.J. Benker with Pura Vida Wellness, and we are celebrating Couples Month. And we are interviewing two most amazing people, signifying the power of two, and how when you lock arms together and move forward with a common purpose, with your values aligned, miracles happen. So I'm here to introduce, most of you already know, Coach Teresa, whoop, 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 and her beautiful wife, Dana, Dr. Professor Dana Tate. And we are here to talk about their experience. And we're both here, all three of us are here is because we want to serve, we want to love the planet, we want to love others. And we know that as we share our story and we open up and be authentic and be real, that allows other people to see the possibility in their life and for them to open up and be real. And we're only here for a short time, so let's have fun and enjoy our life while we're here. And I'm super excited about this interview because the two of you, probably more so than most people that have gone through my program, started off very skeptical. So that's what I want to start with. I want to start with whichever one of you wants to start. When you first heard about the program, what did you think about it? What was going on in your head? And then, how did things shift?
You want to go?
Well, she started off because she, began her career working with you and as office manager and coach. And so she said, I'm going to give up sugar and I'm going to do this. And I thought, have a good time.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, have a great time because and I was eating a brownie or something, And then she started to transform, like her body started to look thinner. And I thought, oh, well, I like bread. Like bread's my friend. And
Because
chocolate.
you're Italian.
And I'm Italian and I'm going against every gene in my body. So we tried it. I tried it out and my body was just, on the days where I used to have salad, go to Panera Bread, have salad, of course, with bread, happily. And I think it was a good day, or I was being really good for my body, and it just wasn't happening. So all those days where I thought that I was feeding my body well, I wasn't. So I was I almost cheating on my body, not even knowing it.
Yeah.
So I started to be creative with things that were sugary-ish, like stevia, and tried to be creative with my meals, and then I converted.
Because you were in the beginning, you were kind of trying like the no oil, no fat, but you weren't really doing all the components of the program, which all work together so beautifully, like this amazing wheel with all the spokes firing and rolling smoothly. So you were just kind of doing like 2 or 3. It was kind of lumpy and bumpy, and your body was like, what the heck is going on? What are you doing?
But it was better. I mean, I felt
You did.
just lighter. I felt cleaner. That's the big thing. I felt really clean inside.
Mm. Ooh,
Uh,
I like that.
I
Felt clean.
felt clean inside.
We shower and we feel so good when we shower our skin on the outside. How much more important is all this stuff on the inside?
So I mean, then I got really creative with my meals, and then it became a challenge for me as opposed to
You really did. You rose up.
as opposed to a like and became like, this is just how we're eating. And so was sharing with people, and the intermittent fasting is wonderful. It's I wasn't used to not eating breakfast, and so now I just have my almond butter and apple about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. My body loves
Yeah.
it. But things like, just are become normal that weren't before.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
like,
let's start from the beginning. So Teresa, Coach Teresa.
Yeah.
When did you meet me? When did you hear about the program? What did you think? Because I know your background is personal training, fitness, physiology, and I will tell you the years of doing this program, it's been 7 years now. Those have been my hardest hit people that I have the most difficulty with, that look at me and what I'm doing and just say it's a bunch of hogwash and it's not healthy, is the people in the fitness industry, because they're taught calories in, calories out, exercise is queen. So from your perspective, what did you think and how have things changed for you?
Well, it was a big struggle for me because Dr. CJ and I played basketball together. We played like football. So I got to know her on a personal level. And I just had moved out 2 or 3 months before then. And I looked at her, I'm like, I need a job. And, and she said, send me your resume, blah, blah. But the criteria okay, you can have the job, but you got to go through the program. And I'm like, I'm going to show those people how it's done. And I was not a good client. My first 20 days, it was just a street fight, because I was fighting years of a trained athlete and a trainer.
Yeah.
Every 3 hours, you eat breakfast, you do, it's like, we were taught it's like coal in the train. You keep giving it fuel, your metabolism is going. And so you buy into that.
Yes.
And what I couldn't get away from, and I'm 5'10", as maybe you can tell I'm tall, but anyway, I used to get what you used to talk about, Dr. CJ, when you were younger. I would feel lightheaded if I didn't eat all the time. So this intermittent fasting, I did not embrace right away. But the miracle of it is once I did, all of a sudden it was like the skies opened up, and I thought, maybe she's onto something. Maybe she's a little smarter than me. And so I was
not smarter, just different information.
And it was even Pamela, our other coach, who said, you're cheating. What would happen if you just followed it? So what then I end up telling clients is, and Dana too, because of her background, you have to unlearn the habits of being an adult or how you grew up. And we always had bread, potatoes, or roll at every meal. In farm country, that's how you eat.
Yeah.
You had to unlearn and understand why sugar in all form was hurting me. And it was. Yeah, it was bad. And I think the idea, I think the thing that hooked me, I'm rambling a little bit, my knees ached all the time. We'd finish basketball and I'm like an old grandpa. I'm like, I'm too young. So actually that probably motivated me more to follow the rules.
Yeah, the body pain. So listening to what you're saying, what we've been taught, in the United States, in that documentary that I've been trying to get everybody to watch lately, Fat Fiction, dispels all of those myths and those lies and those untruths that have been fed to us since the 40s, 50s, and 60s. But really what it comes down to is sugar burning versus fat burning. So yes, when you're hypoglycemic and you're a sugar burner, like I was most of my life, halftime of a big basketball game, my mom would have to bring me juice because my blood sugar would drop because I was in sugar burning. So once I burned through all that sugar in my body, I crashed. I couldn't get to the fat in my body, which we all have a healthy amount of fat, even if you're at your ideal weight. So my blood sugar would drop. That's a sugar burner. That's somebody that's insulin resistant. And we know now that 88% of the United States is insulin resistant. In other words, they're sugar burners. They're just insulin because of sugar and carbs. And the cells are finally, enough. Stop. I'm not going to listen to you. Like when you're a parent and, at first you can just tell them, quietly, go clean your room, and they'll do it. And then you have to end up going, clean your room. So you're just like yelling. So that's the difference, is sugar burning versus fat burning. And most people just don't get that. They don't know there's two separate fuels that the body can use. We're supposed to do both. A healthy body can burn both for fuel. And when you teach your body how to burn fat for fuel via intermittent fasting, eating healthy fats, cleaning out the body, getting those cells healthier so that the beautiful little mitochondria, those little organelles in the cell, can use fat for fuel, not just sugar, then it's easy not to eat. Then your blood sugar stays level all day long, not these ups and downs. So when did you both start the program? Where were you health-wise when you started? And where have you come to now? In just what? It hasn't even been a whole year yet. In less than a year.
And her lessons.
Where did you start? Health-wise, metabolic age, weight, energy, sleeping?
Oh, sleeping is still because of menopause, but yeah, I started with about 185 pounds.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'6", so I was about a size 12.
Okay.
10, yeah, a size 12, wanting to be a size 10 because I had a lot of my suits and I didn't want to spend any more money on my Calvin Klein suits. I wanted to fit into the damn 10s.
Yeah.
I thought, you've got to do that. And that was another motivation for me. But I had always trouble with constipation. Stomach always felt kind of hard.
Yeah.
And now I realized it was sugar. It was inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cleaner I got in my body, the weight just started coming off. And now I have that, oh no, I still have to go to the tailor, but now I'm at least like a 7.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
So I thought, oh, now I really have to go to get my suits done. But it doesn't matter. I just was so, it feels great. It feels great to be in the no more double digits as far as sizes.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I'm a naughty girl and I do have a piece of bread or whatever, my whoosh hard. I can feel, I go, feel this. And she's like, really? But I feel it feels like kind of hard. And it's just a reminder of what you shouldn't do. Your body's going, really, Dana? But it's, it's just, and now it's routine. Now it's the normal. And it was a really good.
Your hydration wasn't great either. In the
that too. And now I routinely do the fizzy in the morning and, while I'm teaching and.
Mm-hmm. So you started off at 180.
185 and now I'm at 144.
You dropped 40 pounds, Dana.
Kicked my butt. She did. She started later.
Wow, Dana. Yeah. And I remember you aren't doing it so much anymore. I would love for you to continue. You used to post so many amazing, delicious looking foods on our tribe page.
I did the Dana's chicken chili yesterday. I probably should have posted.
So you love to cook and eat.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So T, where did you start health-wise, metabolic age, water, and where are you now?
I started 186. My metabolic.
You guys basically weighed about the same amount of weight.
Yep. Right, but she's like I was like,
we're the same height.
Yeah. Right. And my age, I was in my 70s. Metabolic. Serious.
In your 70s.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Exercise Fitness Queen.
I am telling you.
In your 70s, that's shameful.
I had a tire around me that shocked me as a trainer, and I couldn't do anything about it. It was not coming off. So I
That's
think
the belly fat. That's the sugar burner, belly fat, insulin resistant tire.
yeah. So all
Bad
you
tire.
trainers out there, if you're a little too embarrassed, suck it up.
Yeah.
Swallow your ego and go see Dr. CJ, because what I have learned, I feel better. I haven't eaten anything today. Won't eat till probably 2:30.
Yeah.
Good. And that never happened before. And so my water was not good at all. When I finished all my rounds, in fact, I think after the mini that we did that last summer, all my numbers are in green.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, so I just, I just had to bow to the science and really a better way to be. So
Yeah.
I just encourage anyone.
And
just,
being younger metabolically than you really are. So
Yes.
30, 32 or
Woo!
what was I doing at 32?
Yeah. And what about you, T? How old are you metabolically now?
I'm in my I think I'm 39, so I can claim
Okay.
30s, but yeah. And it's
Sweet.
yeah.
That will get lower as you continue this journey with me, because that's about where I was the first year also. And then your body just gets more dialed in and you get more cleaned out, and 5-day water fast here and a prolonged program here and a mini 20 days here and just diet variation. Just think about how many years it took for your body to get to be 70 years old inside. How dirty and how much junk and gunk and gooey stuff that's in that physical organic mush. It's going to take a while to get all that out. And I know that you're on the True Cellular Detox program now. That's a whole different subject, but I promise you that you will get younger metabolically with time. And boy, isn't that what we all want?
Absolutely.
There's so many things out there, all the facial injections and Botox, and so many people are so worried about how they look on the outside.
Right.
If they could see inside, and that's what's going to determine your energy, your quality of life, how long you're going to be on this planet, and how long you're going to be able to do the things that you love to do. It's your inside, what that looks like.
Yep.
And the inside, changing the health of the inside will automatically make the outside look better naturally, authentically, in a pure, healthy, natural way, not, having to inject. And I'm not giving any judgment for any of that. Everyone has their personal choice. If you want to look better, great. But if you want to do that, make sure you're doing the inside stuff too, because that's going to make the outside, even better.
It helps with.
Okay. So what was that?
I was just going to say, it really helped my skin, like my skin felt cleaner. It just did, like everything felt cleaner. And there were some days I was for a while, I was really self-reliant on that scale. And so I would try something new. I'd try some new Dana cooking surprise and then be frustrated the next day and go, what do you mean I'm up 0.5? Like I was being totally religious on this, and so how it's not like an easy road. It's simple, but it's not easy. But and, the days where I thought, why I gained, and then I went, oh, there's a towel on my head. So I took off the towel. Okay, good. Now I'm less now.
Darn towels.
Heart attack. But but little things that, and then my friend Kim would always just say, look at your internal, look at the positivity and look what brightness it brings out, and such, how clean and how much energy you true clean energy, like we want to have in our environment to have, we have it inside.
Do you have any handy photos right there of you guys before? Like your wedding photo or?
Oh yeah, nothing like walking down the aisle like 50 pounds heavier.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. And the thing of it is, we look beautiful and look beautiful.
Yes. And you did.
Yeah. But
then, and remember the seamstress? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if I can get
Are you looking up a picture on your phone?
Yeah, she's looking at the phone.
I wonder how that'll show up on the computer. This will be interesting. Okay, so what was the hardest part? We kind of talked about some of the hards in the beginning. Oh, wow.
We were heavy, but we were thick.
We were,
thick. Fluffy.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
And like, fluffy. Yeah, and I just...
look at the cheeks. Oh, look at those cute little cheeks.
What about the chins? You're talking cheeks? Chin.
Oh, the chins.
Yeah.
chins, more chins.
Yeah. And not in honor of Happy Chinese
Thank you.
New Year, but too many chins on Dana.
Okay, so we kind of talked about what was hard. What was easy? How would you like? So many people, are watching this. We're shooting this live into our community group. Some of our clients are in there, but there's a lot of people that have never been through the program. They just know that, I'm about health and fat burning and metabolism and, resetting. So, it might be scary for some people. I know a lot of our clients will say, well, I've talked to so-and-so about the program, but they're like, oh, I can't do that for 40 days. There's no way I could do that for 40 days. I want to lose weight. I want to look like you do because you look amazing, but I just don't think I could do that. How do we get past that with people, do you think?
Well, for me, it was largely helpful. I think, I don't know, that's why I cheated so much in the beginning, because she ate the way she eats.
Mm-hmm.
From home and all these sweets are around and do not have great control. And I'm not a cigarette addict. I know I am. So what made it easy? So if you have a partner, a brother, a roommate, whoever you live with, you just honor what you're doing and not bring all this stuff in and go, come on, have a piece of pizza. It doesn't matter. Don't do that. Don't. So having her join in, and she is an incredible cook. So she did like a challenge. So the easy part for me was to have a partner who recognized the benefits. And she may not have been bought in early on, but she made an attempt to change how we cook. And then when she started getting the results, that's super easy for us. We vegetables all the time, clean meats. Yeah, and we really joined forces. So it really felt good.
Yeah.
And we gave each other grace too when you stumbled. Oh, that was okay. So we do a reset day together. Don't you think?
Yeah, it was where you just kind of practicality was like, what vegetables do you like? So I didn't like as many as she did. I mean, she would say, Dana, what vegetables do you crave? And I said, nobody craves vegetables, Teresa. Crave beef bars. Like no
bars.
crave. So I was trying to figure out like a zucchini is very neutral. It's kind of like the whole tofu where it just is very neutral, but you're still getting your vegetables in. Like things that work together. So it came to be like this creative menu puzzle combination and with organic turkey or whatever, but it's more of a challenge in a fun, creative way.
And the sauces too. Like she'd come in to get her BCA and go, what about that sauce?
Oh yeah, like the barbecue sauce and the stevia and all the like the English toffee stevia drops.
Yes.
Like apples, like things that I craved sugar, I went to that.
Yeah. And it helps, huh?
It sure helps. It sure does, yeah.
So the ease for us was being willing first to lean into the idea of following the program. And then we both started getting better results. It was just on fire. We wanted to do well all the time because we just felt better.
That was motivation.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the internal motivation, but then it also was physical. And you watch yourself every day and you're like, and then you'll go, haven't seen somebody in 20 and they'll say, oh my gosh, you've lost so much weight. And that was 20 pounds at 20 pounds.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a girl next week for lunch and now it's 40. She's going to wonder where we went.
Wow.
But I mean, it's really cool.
Here.
Yeah. I mean, you get motivated just watching and you're like, oh, I see neck bones. Oh,
collarbones.
Yeah, collarbones, right. Yeah, collarbones.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I know that, but I mean, like neck, like the tendon.
Oh yeah.
It's like you see that, and and I never really saw that.
So where do you see yourself in the future? And do you feel like you're depriving yourself? Or because with your cooking background, I know we've talked about like the keto treats that we do and the zucchini bread and cheesecake, and there's so many amazing things we can cook and bake, right? So where do you see, like, how is this going to be sustainable for you both a year from now, 5 years from now? How has this changed your life?
Do you want to go first? You want me to?
I just think it's become our normal way of eating now. And finding great recipes. Like I made brownies last night. One of the
Did you really?
The Vita on the support site. And loved them, but I thought they're not Ghirardelli, but these are the ones that I've got to eat.
They're fan freaking tastic.
But she craves vegetables. So like,
well,
yeah, they were okay. Like they satisfied the craving
Mhm.
for to be good to your body.
Mhm.
That's all I'm gonna say. And the fat bombs and friends like Lori who have perfected this way of just
Yes.
satisfying. Lily's chocolate, thank you, Lily.
Yes. Thank you, Lily.
Where you feel like there are a lot of resources out there, and there are a lot of brands out there that you have to look at the back. You go, that's not carb, that's not low carb, 17
Yeah.
low carb.
Yeah.
Things like that. You really have to read your labels and know what's going on.
So I think for us going long term, it's funny. I don't think I ever shared this with you, but I'm really believing this is what it's like to be in the Pura Vida tribe. It's like being a runner, and Pura Vida provides all these fun 5Ks to look forward to. So for me, when I see other people's recipes, when we did the 5-day water fast, that's a whole other thing. I never thought I could do that. And wow, that was but you have enough things that keep it interesting. And again, going through the True Cellular Detox, that's the biggest thing for us, is how much we're learning our body. And if we treat our body the way it should be, we've got to start now.
You were close, like 10 years close.
Yeah,
like,
right. Yeah, but like
she was 70 metabolically. I'm like, girl, you're close.
But I do. Yeah, not anymore. That's right. But I think that's the thing, is what do you want for yourself? And I encourage people to really look at the vision. Who do you want to be when you're 75, 80?
Yeah.
And I want to be like my Nana. I want to be vibrant. I want to ride my bike everywhere. So we have to do this now. And I want to go on vacation with her.
Yeah. Travel.
I know. We're gonna have to be creative on those gerontology cruises, but that's okay.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I love it. So I know that you both did the water fast. We'll do a separate interview for that for sure. Is there any like last thoughts or encouragement, or just, pearls of wisdom that you can share with, people that are listening? Like, let's talk about the money. A lot of times people are like, oh, that's expensive. And in my mind, like, I know the whole concept of everything. It's like, you either pay a little bit now, or you're going to pay a lot later. Maybe a lot of money, or a lot of pain and suffering. You can't put a price on that. So talk about the money.
Yeah. Two things I would say. A long time ago, I heard, you're going to spend money anyway. So do you want to spend it at the doctor, or do you want to spend it on good food?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to spend on good food. And the second thing, and maybe others can relate to this, I spent more money on Nutrisystem butt creams that were supposed to get rid of my I bought everything.
No, you did not. Butt creams.
I was still in my 30s. I did. But we get sucked into the solution outside of us.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Inside of us.
That's good.
And when I think of all the money that I spent on all that shit.
Yeah.
And so now everything you tell me, I send my daughters emails.
Yeah.
It's because wouldn't it be great if the younger people knew this? Yeah. What would you say?
I love that. I love what you said.
The money that goes out, I was thinking of how to save it. And so I know that this program is high, a lot of vegetables incorporated into the meals and things. And so I always would go every Thursday or Wednesday, depends on when their shipment was. I would go to the 99-cent store, go straight to the produce, and get everything we needed. Carrots, well, not carrots, celery, zucchini, salads, organic apples.
They have organic at 99-cent store?
You have to
look.
And
you have to
on
look
the store. Yeah, you have to really watch.
But you'd spend like $30 for a grocery, a cart full of veggies and
and that would last all week, right?
onions,
Mhm.
you know, just the red onions, or I liked red because they're sweeter, but things like that. I mean, if you know where to go, cilantro, parsley,
All those beautiful flavors.
yeah, you could really, really save on your
On your
grocery list.
Yeah, because you're not buying all
going
that
there.
crap.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah. Awesome.
Like use sharps, you know, just shop smarter.
Yeah. Look, we have matching above the door. I have something above my door too. Is that a door over there? Is that a window?
It's a window.
Oh,
It
okay.
says beach your children well.
Is that what it says? Teach your children well?
Beach.
Beach, like beat them, but it says
Oh,
No, beach like we live by the beach. Oh my God. Yes.
Mine says live, laugh, and love.
We just like this for that.
What are we doing? Oh, nice. Love it. Yeah. Awesome.
All right.
All right. Well, you two are beautiful. I'm so happy that you're in my lives. You both enriched my life so much.
We truly believe in you, and
Oh, thank you.
it's
And thank you
really-
for being patient for my stubbornness.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, in the beginning, Pamela would come to me and she's like, I just want you to know that Teresa's not really following the program. I'm like, she's not? No, not really.
Yeah.
Figure it out on her own.
That's how you learn.
It is. And that's what I tell clients now. Like
Yeah.
when you realize, you know, I hold up your little cell. We only have to do 3 things. Feed her nutritious food, hydrate her, and give
Just
her
a little baby.
that's our little baby.
You have 100 trillion little babies in your body.
There you go. And when I keep that straight, this is an easy
And
program.
we beach them well.
And we beat them well.
So one last thing, because you are a coach, you're my office manager, a health coach, and you meet with people on a regular basis that are going through the program. I oversee the program. You know, I do these live support calls. I meet with new clients in the beginning, you know, but you're the one that's in the trenches with them, you know, on a weekly basis, doing checkups, whether it's remote checkups or in-person checkups. What is it like for you coaching, and what's the experience like locking arms with people like that on a weekly basis and just supporting them? And because this has been a whole new, like you said, Dana, career change for you. What has that been like, and how is it different from what you used to do?
So what's nice, a image just popped in my head because I think in analogies. For me, coaching clients, it's like being a doula when someone's trying to give birth. I have experience. I want to help you through a natural. I'm here to support you in your transformation. I'm going to tell you how to follow the rules, but it's about the pace. It's about understanding the things that get in your way. And what's nice is I always tell them, I want you to get through this lose it round, through this locking round, doing what I tell you to do. So then you get the wisdom of knowing. It's like people with their first kid. We're dumb. We don't know anything. But once you have 2, 3, and 4 or whatever, you're wiser. So that's what I would coach people, is that I want them to feel how I feel. I want them to know the things I'm knowing, because once you know, you do.
And then are they going to know that, like what we used to do before 2018 in a 3-month program? Why would somebody need to, you know, go through a 12-month journey to learn all of this? Why does it take so long?
So 2 things, depending on how much weight you have, you do a lose it, lock it. You know, we're going to get you to a weight that you're happy with. But I'll tell you what, for me, as soon as I went into wellness, that's a whole other learning, because we're good in the United States about losing weight. You're safer, better way.
Yeah.
The reason the year has really been illuminating for me is I need time in maintenance to understand what diet variation look like. What can my body tolerate, and how do I get back on track? So it's really taking a while to really be comfortable. And we go to restaurants, we think a different way. We don't ever deny ourselves, but we're reasonable. We're balanced with what we do now. We just don't eat sugar all the time.
Yeah.
So it takes a while to learn that skill. I'm 58 years old. I learned all this in 1 year. So I'm thinking I'm doing 57 years worth of stuff.
Yeah.
You do have to self-regulate.
Mhm.
I mean, that's something you have to do. That's reality. So, I mean, I used to go and have baskets of salsa or baskets of chips and salsa. And then when the meal came, I wasn't even hungry anymore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are certain things you choose for your body to make it better.
Yeah.
But there's really great food out there,
There
and
is.
you can be really selective because you are the consumer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And restaurants have been great about like, oh, sure, we don't have to put oil in that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal anymore. You know, it used to be. I know when I grew up with my mom, who was a health nut, I was so embarrassed, you know, she'd order all this special food. But nowadays it's like gluten-free. The servers just expect it. The chefs know it, and they're more than willing to deal with, because the population is so sick with all these allergies to different foods, which we didn't have before. They know that they're going to have to accommodate the consumer, like you spoke of, Dana, earlier, in order to be able to stay in business. And you know, you have to adapt and change and shift to be able to meet people where they are. So it's not a big deal at all. I've never had an issue ordering a steak without oil, and you know, steamed vegetables without oil, you know, and then just bringing some of the sauces in my purse with me, bringing my pink salt with me, bringing my stevia drops with me,
Right.
so that I can have that iced tea with those drops to make it, you know, taste sweet and good and satisfying.
And the thing that's cool, when I hear other clients say, when I eat that way, food tastes better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, all right, let's get
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
food tastes better. Yeah, when it's not all these sauces and all this stuff. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, happy Friday. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Beautiful couple.
Thank you.
Thank you for being willing to share your story. Thank you for your time today on your day off. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being part of the tribe. And let's just keep rocking it and moving forward and getting as many people as we can to have a better life and share our stories so that we can create a better world for all of us as we shift and increase our vibration and eat better and shop better and spend our money in different areas, so we don't support the stuff that, you know, is feeding these big greedy corporations. You know, let's grow our own vegetables and go to the local farmers market and support the foods that are nourishing us and helping with our quality of life, not the opposite, creating sickness and disease and costing the United States billions of dollars because of all of the health issues that happen with the normal American standard American diet. So thank you for being a part of my mission to make a difference.
Thank you. Difference in our lives.
All right, you too.